Good evening, everybody, and welcome to WCONA Live, the Writers' Conference of Northern Appalachia's virtual reading series. I'm Damian Dressick, coming to you from Prospect, Pennsylvania, and this is my co-host,
Christina Fasonic, coming to you live from beautiful Wheeling, West Virginia, where we had a most spectacular sunset this evening. How are you tonight, Damian?
I am well, thank you. I was hiking in the western Pennsylvania woods today, and it was very enjoyable. With the smell of autumn, late autumn in the air.
Yes, that is an amazing smell. Reminds me of childhood. Right?
Let's not go there.
Well, the good parts of childhood, okay.
Yeah.
Just the good.
No. All right. We have a wonderful reader tonight. We have Chauna Craig.
Cool.
Who is a professor of creative writing at Indiana University of Pennsylvania. So she's a fellow PASHE teacher, where she also serves as the director of women's studies and the dean's associate of the College of Humanities and Social Sciences. Her writing has appeared in Prairie Schooner, Fourth Genre, Superstition Review, Smokelong Quarterly, and elsewhere. Her work has been designated a finalist in Terrain.org's environmental writing contest, and she had a notable essay in Best American Essays, an honorable mention in the Pushcart Prize series. She's received fellowships from Vermont Studio Center and VCCA. That's Virginia Center for the Creative Arts. Her story collection, The Widow's Guide to Edible Mushrooms, was published in 2016. So that's some stuff about Chauna. I think we should bring her on.
Yeah, definitely.
Hi, everybody.
Hey, welcome to the show.
Thank you. I'm excited to be here.
You have a woot already.
I know that wooter.
I know that wooter too.
Let me just make a quick correction. I am no longer Director of Women's Studies or Dean's Associate. That's old administrative crap. I'm now actually director of the Honors College at IUP. So always keeping busy.
Oh.
But
Congratulations.
Maybe. Thanks.
Maybe. You probably know my colleague Marconi then from CalU. He is the head of our honors college.
I do.
Yes.
So yeah.
He's an awesome colleague.
Good.
And I realize we have 3 out of 12 PASHE schools, or 3 out of 14 PASHE schools represented here.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Did you hear that? I've already tried to combine us. Introduce us.
No, we're merging. No, integrating is the word.
Integrating. Yes, that's right. It's so nice to have you on the show. What will you be reading for us tonight?
I am going to read one flash fiction. It's about 900 words, so it pretty much hits that 6-minute mark you requested. So
perfect.
Excellent.
Are you ready for it?
We are. We're going to disappear and let you read.
Excellent. Thank you. So this story is called The Open Door. Midday passion in unfiltered sunlight, the sheets flapping and sliding sideways as we finished. After, quiet panting, skin pressed to skin, gentle kisses. And then this sudden rapping at the back door. Who, we wondered in the shocked space opening between our bodies, uses the back door? And where was that dog whose righteous howls erupted when a car door slammed 2 blocks away? We scrambled for clothes like caught teenagers, my husband nearly tripping as he pulled up his khakis. I wrapped myself in his cardigan and grabbed the baseball bat we keep in the hall closet. We approached the door, crouching and cautious, and saw it sliding open to reveal a teenaged girl, shiny black hair past her shoulders, skin so clear and smooth, I felt a flash of envy. "Hi," she chirped, waving once and searching both of our faces. "Recognize me?" There was something. My nerves prickled when the door swung back to smack the wall. I tightened my grip on the bat. The girl asked, "Going to a baseball game?" "It's for protection," I said. My husband puffed up beside me. She burst out in gleeful laughter. "Oh, you should have thought about that like 20 minutes ago, though I'm glad you didn't." My husband and I exchanged side glances. He adopted a commanding voice. "I'm sorry, but who are you?" "Your daughter," she said with a shrug. I'm calling the police, my husband mumbled, but I touched his hand. Not yet. Something familiar in the lines of her nose and jaw, those eyes that reminded me of my own mother, dead 2 years already. I think you're mistaken, I said calmly, wondering where the damn dog, our real protection, was. We have twin sons about your age, start of high school. No girls. Yet, added the girl in the open door. Her skin glowed in the afternoon sunlight. Her eyes softened with what I swore was affection. Look, this is going to sound weird. I'm told to expect utter disbelief, maybe even violence. She looked pointedly at the bat. But I'm from the future. I'm the daughter you just created. I shook my head at this lonely, deluded girl. Just created. Honey, I'm past the age of motherhood. Don't you still get your period sometimes? That is none of your business, young lady. My husband used his father voice, the one that made my boys pause. Find a more gullible couple for your scam and stop listening at bedroom windows before you get arrested. She teared up then, her lips puckering the way my husband's do when he's upset. I'm not lying. They used to require pregnant women to look at a little pulsing white piston on an ultrasound. They'd say, look and listen, there's your baby's heartbeat. Used to? Anger flared in my chest. I wondered if she was an activist, a homeschooled pro-lifer sent to sway the vote in the last state, ours, that hadn't adopted the heartbeat law. Yet, the girl said, as though she could read my mind. It just wasn't enough. These women were still making such selfish choices. The greater United States had to do something. The what? My husband reached for his cell phone then, scrolling for the number of the borough police while the girl rushed to explain. The country finally has this technology where they can recombine genetic material from couples who made those terrible choices. They can project your lost child back through time to you before you even know you're pregnant. You can see them in full personhood, so you can really understand what you're losing. So you can make a better choice, Mom. She smiled again, flashing straight white teeth. She held her arms out, so fiercely pretty and vulnerable in that moment that I nearly hugged her. My husband set down his phone and asked, so these sophisticated, futuristic greater Americans actually think I'll be swayed to want another teenager? A girl, she said, gazing only into my eyes, promising late-night heart-to-hearts, trips to the spa and the mall, those gendered fantasies daughterless mothers are supposed to crave. I remembered all the coffee dates I'd never again share with my own mom. I felt my heartbeat flutter, then pound. My husband looked at my face, looked at me looking at her. He shrugged and said, it's up to you. It had taken me all my life to love my life, nothing ever as easy as I'd once imagined. But that life had led me here, to everything I wanted. To lunch break lust with my husband of 21 years, to 2 energetic, moody, silly, squabbling, smelly, affectionate teenage sons, to a job with a retirement plan that might actually get me off the payroll before age 70, and to a dog that snuggled like a baby at night and drove me crazy all day with her fierce, protective barking. Where is that dog? I asked aloud, turning to look. My husband called her name, and we heard her leap off a bed upstairs, the thump, then the tags jingling as she shook herself to life. I turned again to the open door, thinking, as women often do, that I should apologize for the interruption. But the porch was empty. So was the backyard, except for the shivering grass, sparking with dandelions, and the blooming azalea, and the drunken bumblebees, and the waving red maple, and that single glossy grackle that our dog soon chased away. That's it. You're back.
That was so good. I really, really enjoyed that. It was quite unexpected and lovely.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, wonderfully inventive, and So one of the things Angela Ball used to tell me is an important key to awesome fiction is to be able to walk a line between inevitability and surprise. And I think that was delicious. As soon as I heard protection, you should have thought of that. It's like, I think I know where this might be heading, but I don't know. So let's see how this all plays out. I love the gendered fantasies. I love the smartness of the narrator. Really helps to make that story sing.
Oh, I love the smartness of your questions and comments because it's the first time either of you have heard this. It's not like you had it beforehand to be like, let me say this. So yeah, thank you.
Well, and I think your reading of it played a big role in that, in bringing it to life, because the change in the tone of your voice and the dialogue and all of that, I think that really made it even better, even a stronger piece than if I had read it from the page. So it was really great.
It was kind of fun doing the chirpy teenage girl and the husband trying to be tough, and
Yeah,
just have like 3 different voices in there.
Yes. You did your PhD in Nebraska, right?
I did, yeah.
I could tell because you and Sherry, you both have that awesome reading thing going. It was Nebraska good. I'm telling you.
I love that, Nebraska good. And of course, they used to have that slogan that was, Nebraska, it's not for everyone, but Nebraska good is for everyone, right? Thank you.
Damien, you should go back into marketing, Damien. I'm telling you. So
because literary fiction, I could have my own yacht.
Yeah, well, yes. So I did get some fan mail for you. This is from Scott Hanna. He says to tell you hello and that he had worked with you on his dissertation.
Yeah, wonderful. That's right. He did a dissertation on place, focusing on place, like poetry.
And he actually read that at the opening of Wheeling Reads, the series that we did here in Wheeling, and he read a piece of it, and it was wonderful.
Oh, good. I haven't thought about Scott in a long time. That is cool.
And we've got Liz All saying woot. She loves the role of the dog and the grackle. And she's also saying go big red.
Oh dear. There's Nebraska good for you.
So before we go, you probably also know one of my other colleagues, Brent House. Did you have an opportunity to work?
Oh my gosh, yes. I worked on Brent's dissertation too. He was mentoring and creative writers. And I remember a pretty wonderful 3-chapter defense with whiskey. So
that sounds exactly right. Knowing Brent the way that I do. So
please say hello to Brent for me.
I will. We don't see each other in the hallways because we're not on campus, but we certainly have plenty of Zoom meetings, and he's just a little picture like everybody else. So
like we are right now.
Yeah, like we are right now. Thank you so much. It was great.
Thank you so much for coming on. Love the flash. And this is not in the Widow's Guide to Edible Mushrooms?
It is not.
I did not think so.
Yeah, this is only like I wrote that about a year ago. So yeah.
Okay, cool.
Newish stuff.
Is Widow's Guide still available?
It is still available. Yes.
Excellent.
It is.
Very cool. So we are so happy to have Chauna on tonight. We'd love to tell you who we're having next week, but we don't have anybody next week because it's Thanksgiving.
It's Thanksgiving, yes.
However, the following week we've got.
Way to put me on the spot there. Byron Hoot will be on.
We've got Byron Hoot.
Yes.
He's a wonderful poet from Clarion County, PA.
Yes, we're looking very forward to that too. So thank you again for being on the show and being part of WCONA Live.
All right, thanks everybody. We'll see you in 2 weeks.
See you December 3rd. Bye.